This is B-Tech. ASMR. And guys, every single one of you, thank you so much for 50k subscribers. We did it. We hit 50k subscribers, and that's just insane to think. I've been doing YouTube for 9 months now, and to think we can hit 50k in that time is just mind-boggling. It's utterly crazy. I never really thought that we could ever reach a number like this when first starting out the channel. And now to really think that maybe 100k isn't out of the picture, it's just, it's, I can't really fathom like hitting that, but you know, it could become more reality now that we've hit 50k. So I just want to thank every single one of you. Like, all of you guys are just amazing for what you've done for me, the channel, like the community which you guys are now part of, our own community. Just thank you. You guys are amazing, and I just couldn't really ask for anything more. So thank you. So I thought in celebration of hitting 50k, we could just do a fun video, an assumptions video about me. So I put a community post out asking for your assumptions about me, and you know, basically I told you guys not to hold back, apart from certain areas, but you guys have written your assumptions, and I'm really looking forward to reading them all, just, you know, to see what you guys might think of me. And yeah, this isn't supposed to be like some sort of like egotistical video, but like I said, it's just a fun video which I've seen a few creators do before, and they're just really fun videos to watch. So yeah, let's just get into it. Assumption number 1 by Jason Chu. You're not religious, correct? I'm not a religious person. The idea of religion is interesting in itself, and I've explored the idea of religion myself in some of my films that I've done. So you know, I'm not opposed to not learning about it, but you know, I myself, I wouldn't, you know, commit to any practices of religion. Swaglaw says you love to play video games, and I do love playing video games. Recently, as cringe as it sounds, I've got back into Fortnite. And some of you may know that I did a Fortnite video a couple months back. I got into that season, so I was into chapter 2 season 6, didn't play for any of season 7, and I've got back into it. I always find I always get back into video games which I haven't played for ages back at Halloween. So like, I always play Overwatch around Halloween, I always play Fortnite around Halloween. I don't know why. Of course, I've still been playing Rainbow Six Siege. What else have I been playing recently? Back for Blood, or apologies about the background noise. Back for Blood came out recently on Game Pass, so I need to delve more into that. I've only played the tutorial, please be quiet. Well, the tutorial, like, solo campaign thing. But yes, I do love to play video games. Sarah says you like hot tea. I do like tea. I think anyone in Britain likes a cup of tea, really. I've been drinking more tea since being back at uni. I don't drink a lot at home, but when I'm here, I drink a fair amount. Moonlight Babe says you smell really good and you're really clean and an organised person. Well, the other day my flatmate came up to me and says it's so weird to say that you smell really good, so I think that answers that part. I'm really clean in terms of keeping myself clean, yes. In terms of keeping my surroundings clean and being organised, not so much. Some people would say I'm not the most organised person, and I'm really not the most organised person. Like, looking around, I'm quite messy a person, not the most organised, and in terms of just organising daily activities, I'm not good at that either. So yeah. Ali A asks, not the Ali A, but Ali A asks, you're a hype beast. Well, I could see why you would assume that with the collection of shoes which you see around here. But no, I wouldn't say I'm a hype beast of any sort. Yes, I have shoes which, you know, like hype beasts would like have, but I myself, no, I just get shoes which I like. If a shoe's hyped, then I don't always like it. I don't buy into the hype, I don't dig into the hype. I think hype's a bit stupid, especially for some shoes out there. Some shoes just do not deserve any hype that they get at all. So yeah, I just get shoes which I like, really. And if I like them, I'll get them, you know. Like a month ago, I tried to purchase a pair of shoes of Jordan 6 rings. They have no hype whatsoever, yet I really like them. However, my order actually got cancelled because the person didn't ship them out in time, so that's a shame. But no, yeah, I like to learn like the culture, the history behind shoes, you know, like the artistic intention behind them. Not saying that hype beasts don't, you know, care about that stuff, but I like to put, you know, I see shoe collecting more as a hobby than anything, and that's why I like doing shoe collection videos, because it's part of the hobby as well, where I get to discuss shoes, learn more about shoes, you know, talk about history of shoes, the cultural impact, the you know, if the cutaway has some sort of certain meaning behind it. It's just fun to know about that sort of stuff. Jacob asks that you only do YouTube for the money. Ooh, that's a low one. That's a low blow. And of course not. No, I do not only do YouTube for the money. I think if you ask any YouTuber that, they would say no, they do not do it for the money. I genuinely love making videos for you guys, and that's why I post like every other day, just because I enjoy it so much. And if I didn't enjoy it, then I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't be posting as much, like I wouldn't be as active on the account, and I feel like that's a good thing, you know, before you even start YouTube, you gotta know that you will enjoy it, basically. And if your only mindset and goal for YouTube is money, then you're gonna struggle with it. You're not gonna have a good time with it. You're not gonna have a fun time with it, really. So yeah, do I do any YouTube for the money? Definitely not. 100% no. Lord Halifax asks, you're a dog person. I'm a cat person. Unfortunately, I do really love dogs. And a couple of years ago, if you asked me that question, I would have said yes, I'm a dog person. But since meeting Bella, I became a cat person because I just fell in love with her to cats. And then we got a cat and dog of ours at the same time. And I prefer my cat over the dog. Like, don't get me wrong, absolutely love the dog, but the cat, he's just more my sort of person, really. Like, the independence they have, they're not too much maintenance in terms of, they don't take as much care as, say, a dog would. So I just, you know, they're just easier to be around, hang around with, you know. If they want to, you know, have a fuss, then they'll come up to you, you know. It's just, they're just perfect cats, really. And my TikTok is just full of cat content at the moment. Like 80% of the videos I see on TikTok is just cat. I'm just stuck on cat talk right now. And Carolina asks, you love jazz music. I don't hate jazz music, but I myself don't really go out my way to listen to jazz music. Like, I like, you know, jazz music that's featured in like Whiplash, and there's some in La La Land. So I listen to some of that, but in terms of just jazz, pure jazz, I don't really listen to it. But again, I don't hate it. Swan asks, you're secretly a huge Swiftie, and I'm reading through, like, there's a little bit of a thread, and unfortunately you did find out I am a big Kanye fan. So that kind of answers it. I am a really huge fan of Kanye, and I guess, you know, being a Kanye fan, you gotta hate on the Swifties and the Taylor Swift. I don't actually hate Taylor Swift. She's just not my cup of tea, really. Skittles88 asks, you think the Kardashians are a waste of space? Interesting. It does certainly baffle me how they have so much recognition and impact and influence as they do. That certainly does baffle me. But a waste of space, I wouldn't really necessarily say they're a waste of space. It's they're a baffling bunch, to say the least. They really are a baffling bunch. Deep Dina asks, it's just a question, how old am I? I'm 19 years old, if you're wondering. Apologies if you can hear some background noise. There seems to be like sort of machine going off. I didn't actually realise that, sorry, hopefully it's not too loud or distracting. Moonlight Babe also asks again, you love rainy or stormy weather? When I'm indoors, yeah, absolutely love stormy weather. When it's like thundering and lightning, I absolutely love it. If I'm outdoors in it, then no, I do not want to be caught in rainy or stormy weather when outdoors. But indoors, yeah, it's great fun. Curly Fries asks, you played football in the past? No, I've never been big on football. I've never played it. I was never part of any club. When growing up, I just, wasn't really into sports, so yeah. Ellipsis asks, you don't really play sports? No, I don't. No, I've never really been into sports. That being said, though, I think people, when they refer to sports, they mainly mean like team sports. If I ever did a sport, it was an individual sport. I was really good at some like solo sports, so I used to really enjoy swimming. I entered a swimming gala with my primary school, became second. So I used to really enjoy running. I guess you would say back at primary school, I was the one that was known to be, the fastest runner. Everyone has that in school. I guess I would be one of them, because I would always do like the 100-meter sprint. And then when I went to secondary school, I actually participated in some district events. So like a bunch of schools around like the district of like Kent basically come together to just place and participate in a bunch of sporting events. And I mainly did track. So I remember doing the 100 one time, I remember doing the 200 one time, and I think it was a 200 where I got to the final, but I was near like the bottom of the final. I didn't know, some of the guys were just built insane. And I remember doing a cross country district once, and I totally flunked that. Myself and my PE teacher overestimated my ability to do cross country, so I was never invited to do that again. Christine Braun asks, you only like cheese pizza? Nah, but a lot of the time if I do order pizza, I will just order margarita pizza, just because sometimes it's just cheaper really than getting any other pizza. But in general, I do quite like meatballs on my pizza with onion, extra herbs. Oh, I really do like extra herbs and spices on my pizza. So yeah, I do like other toppings on my pizza. Cat asks, you're a fan of Silent Hill? And they say yes. Unfortunately, I've never actually played Silent Hill. I've heard so much great stuff about Silent Hill, but I've just never had a chance to play it myself. And really, I do apologise about that background noise. I don't know how long they're going to go on for, and I can't delay filming this any longer. So apologies, I'm sorry. A tennis fan asks, you're over 6 feet. No, I'm not. I'm not over 6 feet. I'm not even 6 foot. I'm 5'11", which isn't small by any means, but it's actually above average height. I think average height for a man is 6'9", 5'9", 5'9" or 5'10". I think the average height is for a man. But yeah, I know. I just feel small compared to a lot of other people, because I swear a lot of people that I know are just massive. So I feel really small. Shabby Baby asks, you prefer cats over dogs? I do prefer cats over dogs. Cringe Fried Rice asks, you're a football fan? I am not a football fan. I'm only a fan of football when it comes to like the Euros or the World Cup. That's when I really get into football. But in terms of like supporting a specific club, no. Lucid asks, you enjoy anime? I have seen some series I've seen is Assassination Classroom, which is I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. And I've seen like a couple of Studio Ghibli films, and they're fantastic. But in general, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of anime just because I haven't seen a lot. I haven't really seen enough. But I wouldn't be opposed to watching more. I do want to watch more. You were scared when you first started this YouTube channel, and that was also by Dennis Fan. I think when I first started, I was more excited than anything. I was really just, excited to see how the video did. And I remember, the night I did post my first video, and I remember I think it took 2 hours for me to get my first view, and that was insane to me. That was absolutely mind blowing. I remember I just had the biggest smile on my face. So I think maybe a little bit nervous, maybe, but in terms of being scared to do a YouTube channel, it was mainly just excitement, really. Better Castilla. Apologies if I pronounced your name wrong. You says that you like alternative or not mainstream music, like Foy Vance or James Bay. Okay, I think I see what you're trying to say here, but I think there's sometimes some confusion with the term alternative music, because a lot of alternative genre artists are mainstream artists. So in the alternative genre, you have artists like Arctic Monkeys, The Strokes, Smiths, Gorillaz. You have Blur, Oasis. That's the alternative genre, and that is like the mainstream pretty much. So I do listen to alternative music, which is mainstream. Yeah, I do like alternative music, yeah. And I listen to a lot of, mainstream music outside of alternative. Of course, you guys know I listen to a lot of rap and hip hop. But yeah. Sorry, my eyes aren't focusing on this. Also asks, not an assumption, but what is your normal voice? Yeah, let me just get back. So this is my normal voice. Well, close enough to my normal voice as I can get. Because when you whisper for a little bit, your normal voice, changes a little bit, just because it is, your throat's more used to whispering. But yeah, this is just me in my normal voice. A lot more. It's probably closer to soft spoken than my normal voice, because if I spoke my normal voice, I would probably burst your eardrums. So yeah, this is my normal voice. I can do a couple more soft-spoken videos as well, because I have seen a couple more people ask for them in the comments down below. So yeah, I'll be very open to do more soft-spoken. I could do some more like soft-spoken role plays as well, because I know a lot of time role plays are typically actually soft-spoken, and the role play that I actually put out a couple of days ago has done really well. So it seems you guys do like the role play videos, and I do have more planned down the line. So like video game store roleplay, I want to do shoe store roleplay. I had a really interesting idea actually to do like a pretentious film bro explains cinema to you. And I think that could just be like a fun, unique video, because I don't think anyone's really done that before. So I think that could be a really good video to do. So yeah, be excited for them really. Skull Crusher asks, you play for a football academy? No, I do not. Martin Kearns asks, you are quite wealthy. I don't know why his haircut kind of resembles private school. No, I won't, talk too much about, wealth and whatnot, but no, definitely not private school. No. Pumpkin Spice says your zodiac is a Scorpio. No, I am not a Scorpio. I am a Aquarius. If you was wondering what I was struggling to say then, because whenever I I say Aquarius, I always want to say Aquaries because for some reason my brain puts Aquarius and Aries together to make Aquaries. I don't know why, it confuses me every time I go to say it. Nicholas asks, what's your major? So uni-wise, my degree is film production. Here in the UK, we don't really have majors or minors. You pretty much just do one degree, really. Ashton B asks, you hate tomatoes, but you love ketchup. Precisely, I can't stand eating just tomatoes as they are, but ketchup is good. I don't know, it just doesn't taste like tomato. Roaring Water asks, you don't like spicy foods. I don't mind spicy foods. I think spicy foods are quite nice, really. But yeah, if there's a spicy option, then it's not like, oh, I must have it. But fairly like spice. Kylo Cabs asks, I'm assuming you're British. I am British, yes. Stannis ASMR asks, you love football. I don't. There's been a lot of football, and I think there's quite a few more sports stuff coming up. I don't know if I give off this sporty vibe, but far from it. I do not play sports at all. Hunger Light says your IQ exceeds Albert Einstein. It does actually. I was tested at a young age, and I'm actually I'm child genius. I don't really say too much, just because it's not fun hearing when someone's smarter than you. But yes, I am actually smarter than Albert Einstein. I'm not. Can this channel get 10k subs with no videos? Asks. You are secretly Superman, and yeah, I am actually Superman as well. That actually explains my high IQ. I just have super strength. I'm super smart. I'm built different, you could say. Aiden asks, you're good at singing. No, my singing voice is terrible. No, I cannot sing. Exterminator says, you're a cat person. I am, absolutely love cats. Oh, you've actually got a cat as your profile picture. That's cute. Zach who asks or says, you sleep with the light on? Oh, no, cannot stand having the light on when I sleep. Just turn off all the lights, even though actually in this room there's an annoying green light up there which emits a green light at night and a bunch of excess light kind of seeps through my curtains at night, so my room never actually really gets a pitch black, which is a little annoying, but I've kind of gotten used to it now. Dina asks, would you like to visit Latino America? I would love to visit more places, because I haven't been travelling for the last 2 years, so I really want to get out travelling again, visit more places, more continents as well, so yeah, definitely. LB says, you have more girl friends than you have guy friends. I think the majority of my mates are lads. Of course I do, mates are girls as well, but yeah, the majority is lads. Lily E asks, you were nervous to make your own ASMR channel. Yeah, I guess there was a little bit of nerves at the start, the unknowing of, what's going to happen, will people like my content, will people make fun of me in the comments. But no, yeah, those nerves went away very quickly, very, very quickly. And yeah, it's just like I said before, it's mainly just excitement, really, when starting the channel. Martin Edgevy asks, you have some really basic allergies like peanuts or something? No, I don't actually. I don't have any allergies. Actually, I'm also allergic to stinging nettles than most people. I have a much worse reaction. That's about it, really. George asks, you did a BTEC at college. You're half right with that. I did do a BTEC, but I only did one BTEC at 6th form. So basically, you could choose, if you don't know, after you do your GCSEs, you can go to either 6th form or you can go to college, college is, I think college is more like university, and sixth form is more like how school, like secondary school is already, but I never went to college, so I'm not too sure what college is like. And if you're wondering what my BTEC was, I did BTEC business, which was pretty easy really. I mean, BTECs are fairly easy, I won't lie. Minor Tommy asks, can't tell if you're really tall or really short, but I'm assuming tall. Again, I'm kind of just in the middle really. I'm not considered tall, I'm not considered short, I'm just kind of average really. 5'11". J.I. asks, not really an assumption, but I'm not going to read it out, but yes, I have been hit in that area. Star asks, you are an earth sign? No, I believe, yeah, it's a water sign, yeah, because of course, Aquarius is literally just, it is like a water sign, yeah. I'm not too sure what it means being a water sign, but, tell me in the comments down below what it means to be a water sign. Eldrick asks, you're not an athletic person / not interested at sports. That is correct. I've never been one for sports. Again, when it came to like individual sports like running, really into it, but in terms of keeping up with it a long time, nah. Sophia Benny Cook asks, you got really good grades in high school? Yes and no. So when I did my GCSEs, which you do between year 9 and year 11 of secondary school, I did fairly mediocre. I didn't do great, but I didn't do bad. I did very mid of the line, very average baseline grades. But when it came to my A-levels, which you do from year 12 to year 13, I did very good in them. In fact, I was actually in the top 10 students in the year, just to brag and put it out there. So I got 2 A's and a distinction, which is equivalent to an A grade. So I did very well. Admittedly, my subjects were easier than most subjects. Of course, I did BTEC business, which was easy, so I got a distinction fairly easily. I also did photography, and depending on your skill level, that could be easy or hard, but if you're doing an art for like A level, then you're typically going to be good at it. So again, that kind of says that. And my hardest subject was probably film studies, which was it is actually a hard subject. People can sometimes discredit film studies, being like, oh, it's easier, we just watch films. But when I say it's pretty much like English, but with films, that's a pretty accurate saying. It is very hard to write about film, and of course, like, when talking about film, it's nothing you've really learned before, so you have to like learn a whole new set of techniques and writing languages. Like with English, you talk about like metaphors and whatnot, and then with like film, you have to write about different things that you've never learned before. So like with English A level, you can kind of like apply stuff which you've learned before, but with film, it's totally new. So it's quite hard film studies, but I managed to get an A in it, which is pretty good. Star asks in, you love reading comics, plus you're a Marvel fan. I am a Marvel fan, mainly more so a fan of the movies than the comics. I used to read comics a lot years back, but in recent years I haven't really read many comics. I would actually love to get back into reading comics because they're great. They're a great read, but yeah, Marvel fan. Yeah, absolutely love Marvel. Hypno asks, you spend ages doing your hair every day. No, I typically spend about a minute, 2 minutes doing my hair. Not long at all, doesn't really take that long, which is pretty good. Bella asks, you plan on getting married when you leave uni, and you love your girlfriend very much. Yes, I do love my girlfriend very much, and in terms of getting married when I leave uni, Harry asks, you're a Tory. Back to what Bella said, yes, if that's what you want to hear, we'll get married. Harry asks, you're a Tory? No. Why not? Let's talk about politics, why not? No, I do not like Tories, and if you're outside the UK and wonder what a Tory is the Conservative Party, which which is the right-wing side of the UK political spectrum. I myself, I'm not really too sure where I land on the, on whereabouts specifically I land, but I guess I lean more towards Labour. Like, I really like the current Labour they have with Keir Starmer. I think he's brilliant. I wasn't the biggest fan of Jeremy Corbyn. I wasn't a fan of that Labour, but I'm a fan of the new Labour. And in the last election, I was a couple of months away from being able to vote, and if I could have voted, I would have actually voted Lib Dems, which are the Liberal Democrats, which are kind of like centre-left, sort of. People say if you vote Lib Dems, then you can't even form your own opinion correctly, basically. And that's kind of the problem with politics. Like, there's so much judgment around. But yeah. But I mean, I guess that is at the point of politics anyway. So I don't know a lot about politics. So again, like, I don't know where I really lay in the political spectrum. Like, now, I don't like how Lib Dems is being run right now. So yeah, who knows? But again, no, I would never vote Conservative. Actually, I did like David Cameron's Conservative Party. I thought David Cameron was really good. But like Theresa May, Boris Johnson is an absolute mess. Boris Johnson, I don't think I've seen a parliament which has been in so much. It's just crumbling. It's like I swear, in the news you always hear one political person blaming someone else for something, or someone leaks something, or there's some problems that, I don't know, they're a bunch of clowns right now, and then I'll still talk about politics because I know it can be quite touchy. LB asks, you studied or are studying something related to computer science? Far from it. No, sorry. I'm studying film production. I'm not smart. Computer science would just go straight over my head. Blocks ASMR asks, you have a debilitating caffeine addiction? No, I don't have a caffeine addiction at all. I don't even know what caffeine is. I wouldn't say I have an addiction to caffeine. You may think it with the amount of G Fuel behind me, but I just absolutely love G Fuel, the way it tastes, really. So yeah, that's why I have so much of it, and expect something soon to do with G Fuel. I won't say anything else. A blue guy asks, I assume you were around 6'2". My god, but I'm probably way off. Yeah, just a little bit. Sarita asks, your skincare routine is vigorously scrubbing your face with shower gel. Pretty much. I don't really have a face washing routine. I really should, because it's just hygiene. But that pretty much is it. Kotaro Bukutu asks, when I first saw a video of yours, for a moment I thought you were my neighbour because you look exactly like him. I don't know if it counts an assumption, but I wanted to tell you anyways. That's so weird, because I've always thought, is there someone out there that looks like me? Because I always thought it could be interesting just, to see someone that vaguely, resembles you. So, to know there is, quite cool. I've also seen a lot of people say that I look like Richard Madden, which is very flattering. Thank you to all of you. However, I just can't see it. I really cannot see it. I looked up younger pictures of him, not when he was a kid, but when he's more my age. I can see the resemblance then, but how he looks now, I don't think he really looks more like me. He looks amazing now, but yeah, I don't think he really looks like me. Isaac Walker asks, you have a highly advanced reverse respiration method. You breathe in the carbon dioxide from the air and utilize it for energy whilst exhaling oxygen out into the world. Again, yes, I do. Yeah, that actually comes with being born as Superman. My respiration system, respiratory system, I said that completely wrong, is actually reversed. It's just part of life now, really. Simon Silianas asks, "You're an amazing friend." Yeah, I would hope so. I think, I would like to think my mates would say that about me. Curtius asks, "You're a sporty person." No, I'm not. So Rome says, "Not gonna lie, I thought you were American. I was caught off guard when I heard your accent." I wonder if that's the common assumption when if you see like the thumbnail of me, do I look more American or do I look more British? Request for Christmas tingles. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And I want to do a Halloween like trigger assortment. So yeah, Christmas stuff with balls, tinsel. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, definitely. Patrick Argentina asks, "Your main goal of YouTube is to make some extra cash to help you with your university expensive." I mean, it's luckily has helped with expensive, but saying it's my main goal, definitely not. Like I said before, with the assumption about I need to YouTube for money. No, it is not my sole purpose or reason for making content. I make content to relax you guys, to provide you guys with some entertainment. And I guess I make content for myself as well, for, I guess you could say, a creative expression. Like, the videos I make aren't the most creative, but it's fun to have a project to work on, really. And so I kind of do it for myself when I'm at uni, when I have nothing else to do, really. So yeah, it's just, money, I guess, can help with, the university. Cloudy Cupboard says, "You would suit a top hat if you went in a hypothetical. You would pick a big hat." I do own hats, but they're just your typical cap hat, really, your baseball cap. I probably wouldn't go for a big hat, like a top hat, probably. Apologies if you can hear my laptop fan as well. It's going crazy for some reason. Dia asks, "I have a feeling you went through a wannabe roadman phase in school and find it extremely cringe now." No, I did not have a roadman phase at all. Back then, I knew being trying to act like a roadman was cringe, and I see it cringe now. And you see year 7s trying to act like roadmen, and it's just it's hard to see. It really is. Alice says, "You don't really have a detailed plan for the future. Also, you could probably play some instruments." In terms of detailed plan for the future, in more recent months, yeah, you're kind of right, really. Because a couple of years ago, I could always see myself what I would be doing in the next year to come. I guess I did kind of have a set plan, but since joining uni, that sort of plan has kind of fizzled and kind of distorted a little bit, and I don't really have a detailed plan. My dreams have actually kind of been shifting recently, because I remember people would ask me, "What's your dream job?" and I would say, "Oh, a cinematographer or working on film." And if I'm honest, that's not really the case anymore. I think actually YouTube, being a content creator, has kind of overtaken that. I've been given such an amazing opportunity where I really want to push this forward, and strive to make more content for you guys, going on more social media platforms like Twitch, TikTok as well. So yeah, but again, it's kind of hazy, really, because who knows where this can go, really. We'll just have to wait and see, really. And I have never been musically gifted in the slightest. Not at all. Idalia asks, "I assume you're a good friend. You are very kind. I also think that you are not conceited or something. You seem nice. By the way, English, as I'm learning with your videos, your English is really good. Don't worry about your English being bad. It seems to be going really good for you. And yeah, I would like to think I'm a good friend. I'm kind. Yeah. Bella says I'm a nice person, so yeah. Esmeralda asks, "You sleep late?" Not very late. You're around 5'7" to 5'8". You're very happy. You have patience. You're not very noisy, and you wash your hands after taking a bath. In terms of I sleep late, not I sleep very, very late, an unhealthy time. I go to bed, like last night, I think I went to bed at like 5. I really want to fix my sleeping pattern. I don't know, I just get distracted by my phone, or like playing games. I just get distracted, I just stay up for ages. It happened like last time at uni as well, and some of you may think it's because I'm drinking. Do you feel like, because you've heard like stories of like drinking too much caffeine can like keep you up at night, but I've had a terrible sleep pattern for like the last 3-4 years, so it's just me being an idiot, really. I'm 5'11", you're a little bit off, thinking I'm so short like that. You are very happy. I would say I'm quite a happy person. I'm always happy. You have patience. Sometimes when it comes to certain things, some things can make me lose my patience. Like there was these 2 girls, like being so rude and chatting away in a lecture the other day, and like this guy who giving us, the talk was like came out from. He's not part of the uni. He came in, just to talk to us. I found it like so rude. Like they were talking over him. There's only like 40 of us in the room as well, so like you could easily hear them. So I just turned around and just went like shh to them, just because I was being so rude. I just lost my patience with them. And then they shut up, so it worked. You're not very noisy. No, I wouldn't say I'm all that noisy. Yeah. And you wash your hands after taking a bath. Quite a specific one. I wouldn't really see a reason why you would need to wash your hands after taking a bath, but very interesting. Now, I don't actually remember the last time I took a bath. In terms of, you call have showers, obviously, but having like a full-on bath, I can't remember the last time I had one. You secretly actually enjoyed Frozen 1 and 2, but at the same time you love Slipknot. Frozen 1 and 2 are actually, they're good movies. I'm not going to be around the bush, they're good movies, and the animation quality of Frozen 2, it's amazing. So yeah, they're good movies, but Slipknot is not really my type of music, but I do really like one of their songs. I think it's called Psychosocial. I think you might pronounce it differently, but that's a song I really like. It was really good. But yeah, typically that sort of genres. No. Pyro asks, I could definitely see playing rugby or lacrosse. I already have the body for rugby. If I did play any position rugby, I guess I would be a wingman because of my fast legs, but no, definitely not. I would be destroyed if I played rugby. And lacrosse, I can't actually remember what lacrosse is. Apologies. Harsh asks, you dislike Taylor Swift and Swifties secretly. Again, it's not that I dislike. I don't really have like an opinion on Taylor Swift. Her music isn't really my favourite, but it's not like a distaste or a dislike towards her or a fan. So yeah. Simmer asks, I guess you are very positive and motivated one of the group. I am, largely positive. I can maintain happiness quite easily, and motivated one of the group. Well, I'm quite a lazy person, but I'm motivated I'm motivated when I do YouTube, basically. I'm motivated in that aspect, so I guess so. I think you're a little reluctant to communicate with people. You're a little shy. Because I love your videos and you're covering so much. Oh, thank you. And yeah, when it comes to like social gatherings and whatnot, I'm quite shy. I'm not really the one to approach someone and strike or start a conversation. I do typically keep to myself quite a lot. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, I do find it a bit difficult to talk to new people. A Bear asks, you're the good teammate who you find in randoms. Like playing video games, yeah, I would like to say I'm actually, when it comes to playing games, I'm not toxic, it's something you grow out of and you realise just not to really like care as much, so yeah, when I'm playing games, I play them to have a good time. I don't really play them to win. I can, keep my cool quite easy. So yeah, I guess yeah, it's true. You would make you find in randoms, yeah. Kenzo asks, says, you used to be pretty naughty in school, and you wanted to have fun with your friends in school at all times. Nah, I wasn't like one of the naughty or one of the cheeky boys. Cheeky boys. Nah, I was just got on with stuff at school. Actually, I guess you could say I was actually on the school's radar, I guess you could say, because I used to be late every single day, and it's not that I did it accidentally being late. It kind of was on purpose being late to school every day. I just, not that I didn't care, but I just knew that, not that I could get away with it, but I don't know. I never had feel the need to be in school on time. I don't know why. I don't know. It sounds kind of backwards and kind of wrong. And I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm better than school. I'm better than the system. But I don't know. I guess it's kind of part of the laziness as well. I kind of struggle to wake up in the mornings. I do really find it hard to actually wake up. But yeah, I guess you could tell I was naughty in that aspect, where I didn't actually turn up to school on time when I should, and I missed like first period sometimes, and sometimes I wouldn't actually go to like lessons. Like sometimes I skipped out on some photography lessons just because I knew that I wouldn't really get much work done, so I just kind of skipped out on them. But yeah, that's about it. Jane-Aid says, you rarely get angry. In case you do get angry, you're very good at hiding it. Yeah, I do rarely get angry. I don't get angry that easy. But if I do get angry, no, I'm not good at hiding it. It's blatantly obvious when I'm angry. Spaghetti says, you hate skinny jeans, especially the ripped ones. Yeah, I don't like skinny jeans because I'm quite skinny myself. They just don't look good on my body. I have to wear clothes that like fill out my body. So you can see this is quite like a filling jumper. So I kind of wear bigger stuff, to complement my figure basically. And skinny jeans do not do that in the slightest. Especially the ripped ones. I'm not opposed to ripped like jeans and whatnot, but I don't think I would really wear ripped clothes myself. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. Harvey says, you're introverted, extroverted, nobody hates you, but you have a small group of close friends. I would say I'm typically more introverted than extroverted. I would like to think that nobody hates me, but you never know. And yeah, my group of friends is quite a small one. I don't have a large one by any means. Melina says, you used to be embarrassed to tell people you did ASMR. I did used to be embarrassed to tell people I did ASMR. Just because it's more so complicated to try and explain ASMR to people who don't know it. Like, if you say you whisper into a mic for content, it doesn't really sound all that PG, does it? So it's just kind of, yeah, it did used to be embarrassing, but now everyone who knows has been like so supportive and like they find it cool instead of weird. So yeah, I'm just really grateful that everyone, does, think it's cool what I'm doing. Jimina, Berger asks, sorry I probably butchered your name there. You don't really like to party, but as it's something many people our age do, you feel like you should. Also, I love your channel, it will be great to meet you one day, love from Mexico. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I don't really like to party. It's not really my cup of tea. I just don't really get that much enjoyment, or like, yeah, I don't have much fun. I do try to enjoy myself, but if I'm at a party, it has to be with people that I know really well. Like, I can like that, so like I'm easily able to go up to anyone at a party and like have a conversation with them. Otherwise, I just do not enjoy going to a party, and the problem is I don't like drinking, and I can only really enjoy myself at a party if I drink. And I'm really bad when it comes to drinking. I can't drink at all. Like, if I get drunk, then I more than typically will end up chundering, throwing up. So, yeah, I just get really easily put off drinking, and then I can't end up having a good time. It's just, yeah, I just kind of avoid it just altogether at the end of it. sorry, I probably butchered your name, sorry. You're very introverted, and I bet you're either an Aquarius or a Gemini. You generally like people and are very open-minded. Pretty much all correct there, yeah. Yeah, like I just said, very much so introverted, and of course, yes, I am Aquarius. Yes, good analysis. I pretty much like anyone and everyone. I meet people who are open-minded, and everyone that I've met at uni so far, I really get along with. I haven't met anyone that I dislike. So. Oh my god, apologies. I think we're nearing the end of the assumptions. Wow, 50 minutes. Wow, this has gone for a lot longer than I thought it would actually. Coolsy asks, you stop for a few seconds, run your hands through your hair and make a face when you pass the mirror. Bella and I actually had a conversation about this comment, and she says I do. I don't think I do as much as she likes to think I do, because once I have my hair done, I don't really like doing it again, just because it kind of just messes it up. But I do, I guess, like touch it up sometimes, or like fit it into place. But yeah, make a face when you pass the mirror. I don't think I do. But I don't know, I might do it like subconsciously. Jane Ada asks, you're a very neat person, keep things tidy compared to other uni students, especially boys. No, yeah, my working space and my room is quite messy, so I wouldn't say I'm very neat compared to most people. But when it comes to like work, I remember like back in secondary school when you had to write in books and whatnot. Like some lads out there, most lads cannot keep their work neat at all. Like the way they presented their work was terrible. So I was always told that I had like much neater work compared to like most of the other lads. So yeah. Alexis says, congratulations Ethan, thank you. Bella has influenced several of your views for the better. Yes, she has. Bella definitely has been an excellent influence on me. Not saying that I was this incel boy who watched Ben Shapiro 24/7. No, far from that. But Bella has educated me on more areas of subjects which I did support, but she's further cemented these ideas and whatnot. So yeah, because she's very well educated in those areas. Batman was your favourite superhero as a child? No, Batman was not my favourite when I was a child. I don't actually know who my favourite was when I was a child. Maybe it's Spider-Man. You thought about transitioning to... I'm really sorry, there's a lot of doors closing right now. You've thought about transitioning to vegetarianism or veganism. Unfortunately, that thought has never passed through my mind at all. You always watch your favourite actors' movies, despite how uninteresting they may seem. I think when it comes to film, I typically look out for more so who's directing it than who the actors are. The actors are kind of a bonus. If it's an actor I like, then yay. But I think that's kind of the general thing with cinema, that it's normally the director's name which pushes a movie more than the actors do nowadays. So I will try to watch all of my favourite directors' movies instead of watching all my favourite actors' movies, just because I know, to me that makes more sense, watching your favourite directors' movies than your favourite actors' movies. But yeah, so if we're swapping the assumption to director, then yeah, I will try to watch all of them, even if they may not sound as good as others. You are a perfectionist, an attentive person that takes time to do things correctly, and of course, who knows what he likes to do. I would say that in the past I was definitely a lot more of a perfectionist. Nowadays, the perfectionism in me has kind of dialed down a little bit. But yeah, I still try to do things first try. I do get frustrated if I don't know how to do something properly. Yeah, I do like to, I guess, yeah. I don't know, sis says, you're a hard worker, kind person, and funny, but when you're with your friends, you act crazy, and that's why they love you. I don't know, I just can't, I don't really change how I act around people, really. It's not that I act crazy. We say some, like, stupid stuff, you know, but, yeah, I would like to say, I would like to say I think I'm a kind of funny person. You have an in-depth skincare routine. No, no, I don't. I really should, you know, care more about skincare routine, but I don't. You seem like the boyfriend who lays in bed every night and thinks about your girlfriend and how grateful you are for the things you have in life. Of course. Very grateful to have Bella with me, very grateful. Amy Redfern says, I don't know if you mentioned what you're studying at uni, but I reckon you're studying something like engineering or maths or something sciencey. You seem very clever. No. I'm not in the smart department. I'm in the creative department. Maths and science were actually my worst subjects at school, funny enough. I've always been better at the creative subjects. Creative subjects and English were my best subjects at school. Elijah Scott says, you're an organised person, tidy, clean, and very focused on what you want to achieve in life. You also enjoy spending time with your family, girlfriend, and friends. Yeah, again, not the most organised or tidy. I guess I am focused. When it does come to like what I want to do, I've always been more focused, more drawn in, having a career set for myself. And yeah, of course, I do love spending time with family, my girlfriend, and my friends. Yeah. Keanu Smith asks, you really value and appreciate your friends a lot, and you'll be way worse without them, but you also spend a lot of time with them. Yeah, my friends are great. Yeah, they're all brilliant people. Actually, I don't actually spend a lot of time with them because, of course, I'm not near them. I'm the only one that actually moved away out of Kent. So, yeah, I don't get to see them a lot. So that's a shame, but yeah. And finally, the last assumption is from John Mars. You seem like an introverted person who deeply appreciates being close with one person and hang out with one person and maintaining one friendship at a time rather than tons of friends who aren't as close with. And I kind of guess, yeah, I am again, yeah, introverted. And most of the time, I prefer hanging out with like a small group of people, like typically like 3 to 4 people, rather than, you know, going to a party with like a large cluster of people. I prefer to like zone in on spending my time with other people than rather being like in this like really extroverted setting. So yeah, I guess that's sort of closer. Yeah, there we have it. Thank you everyone who did put an assumption. If you posted one and I haven't got around to it, then I will make sure to answer it in the comments in the future. So thank you very much guys for watching, and thank you once again for 50k subscribers. Oh, sorry, just I had a breathing from my nose then. It's an insane milestone. You guys are insane. This channel is insane where it's gone in the last few months. So thank you to all of you. And I guess the next milestone, as crazy as it sounds, is 100k. I'm putting out that the next milestone is 100k. Like from like 10k, every milestone has been like 20k, 30k, 40k, 50k. It's been like every 10k has been the next milestone. But in my head, I think I'm going to place the next milestone at 100k. It's very out there, that milestone, I know, but it doesn't seem out of the question anymore, which is insane to think